It's time for the Terry Riggs Show. Find out each week what's going on inside Forest Park Ranger football. Exclusively on the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosmer Communications.
Wanting to scan those old videos, films, or audio to DVD? We'll look no further than Milligan Communications. We can also scan your old pictures, slides, and negatives to picture quality as well. With thousands of happy customers, let Milligan Communications help put your treasured memories on a digital media. Call Milligan Communications today at 812-630-2449. Milligan Communications, capturing your yesterdays.
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams. Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams, 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and get.
Hello and welcome to this week's Terry Riggs Show. And Coach, last week you played at Mount Vernon at home, and why don't you recap that game for us?
Yeah, a very solid football team. We come out, we forced a turnover. At the end of the first quarter, it's 7-0. Going into at the end of the second quarter, a little bit different story. Going into halftime, it's 28-7. We had an opportunity to score right before half. Didn't come up with it. Second half, we committed a few turnovers, and again, if especially a team like Mount Vernon, a team who capitalizes on turnovers, and especially when we're in our own red zone, we can't have that many turnovers and expect to win. Got to be able to take care of the ball this week.
I'll tell you what, you said 7-7. I was checking my phone, so I got, covered a lot of different teams, and I noticed you guys were at 7-7. I'm like, okay, that's great. And then the score didn't get updated for a while on the app I use, and then all of a sudden it was a little bit down, different.
No, absolutely. And all it takes is a few turnovers here and there, not taking care of the football. Maybe some silly penalties along the way. Doesn't help either.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now we're going into week 6, and who are some of the surprise teams?
Oh, North Posey. I think in the PAC, North Posey is doing really well. They had a nice double overtime win against Heritage Hills, or overtime. Southbridge, they played a tough game against Gibson Southern. You take away a few of their turnovers, and that could be a different ball game. So a couple of those guys. This week we got South Spencer. Very, again, solid all around. They're not going to make too many mistakes. We got to be able to capitalize on when they do.
And we'll be back on the Terry Riggs Show after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosmer Communications.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Important, amazingest game ever played in the universe. The pitcher is fierce. Danny Roberts is up at bat. And the crowd goes wild. He just won the game. Let's go! Yes!
We protect the car you drive.
Go get him, Danny.
And the dreams that drive you. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
And welcome back to the Terry Riggs Show. And we're joined by Forest Park Athletic Director Doug Loudon. Doug, how are you doing today?
Great. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing as well.
And how long have you been the athletic director at Forest Park?
I'm in my 21st year.
And, being athletic director is a busy job. And we're smack dab in the middle of the fall season. And maybe you can spotlight some of the fall sports that we don't cover.
Yeah. Fall is very busy, as you know. We have 8 varsity sports. I also have 6 junior high fall sports. So it's a busy season, but it's enjoyable when the weather's nice. Not right now when it's 94 degrees, but it's going to cool off tomorrow, thank goodness. But most of our fall sports are, in the middle of it, towards the end of their season. Girls golf, they finished last Saturday in the sectional. They had a great season. Numbers were, I think they had 5 or 6 girls. We almost got one out of the sectional. She came up a few shots short. We had one that almost made all conference by a shot or 2. So we're excited for the underclassmen of the girls golf team to come back next year and hopefully to improve on what they did this year. Tennis is winding down, of course. They've had an up and down season. They've won some big matches and then lost a few, but hopefully, coming into the sectional, the draw is going to come out. But we've got that big foe in Jasper that's in that sectional that really makes it tough on us advancing, in the tournament. But they'll go out and give it their best and see what they can do. Boys and girls soccer are both having solid seasons. Their sectionals will start the first week of October. The girls will play at Cedar Crest in the sectional, and the boys will play at South Spencer. So looking forward to hosting the girls and hoping we can get our boys and girls to advance, as long as they can in the postseason and stay healthy. Let's see, volleyball. I think they're right around 500, doing really well in the conference. I believe they're 5-3 in the conference, which is a plus. The last couple of years we have struggled, but we keep improving. Got a great group of seniors this year, senior heavy. And then throw in a few underclassmen with that team, and we're looking forward to good things from them. They compete at the sectional probably about 3 weeks at Perry Central. And football, as we talked about, they're just dealing with a lot of injuries and things like that we're just shorthanded. We've got a lot of guys playing on both sides of the ball, which makes it tough. With the weather we've been having and the heat, we seem to wear out in the second half. Hopefully they can get some guys healthy. Both cross-country teams, the girls are having a great season. Boys are having a good season as well. Again, their season's winding down. They've got to meet this weekend, and then again, I think their sectional's coming up as well. I'm trying to think if I missed anybody. Was that 8 of them, Joe?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I hate to forget somebody, but we're excited as a whole fall group this season. Main thing is to stay competitive and to be in every contest, match, meet, and have all of our athletes stay healthy, and give it 100% and, see what comes from that.
And, Terry Riggs, Ross Foose, Jared Howard, just to name a few, as athletic director, you're in charge of hiring the coaches, and you've done a fine job doing that.
Yeah, and it's really not my job to hire. What we do here at Forest Park is, we may have an opening, and then we'll have a few applicants. We'll interview, and then I take that name, myself and my principal, and we take that over to our school board, and the school board votes on that. So ultimately, it's their decision. But yeah, I would like to think that I have a lot of say in that, because I'm the one that's going to be working with them, and and they're going to be under my command, so to say. But yeah, we've had some great coaches in my 21 years. We've had a lot of great coaches that have retired or gone elsewhere in my 21 years, but we've got a few young coaches that just came in. I'm excited about that, and just looking forward to the future.
Well, Doug, good luck to all the Ranger teams this fall.
I appreciate it.
And you're listening to the Terry Riggs Show on the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Bros Communications. We'll be right after these messages from our sponsors.
When you think sporting goods, think no further than All Star Sports in Ferdinand. Custom embroidery, screen printing, team uniforms, sports equipment, and sports apparel and shoes. We have it all. Give Brad a call today at 812-367-1618 or visit them in the Country Plaza Shopping Center in Ferdinand. All Star Sports is open Monday through Friday 10 to 7 and Saturday 9 to 4. All Star Sports, when you're thinking sporting goods.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
And welcome back to the Terry Riggs Show. And, Coach, I'll tell you what, Perry Central, Bell City, Tecumseh, Mount Vernon, those were your last 4 weeks. And what are you getting as a reward? You're going to take South Spencer home in Rio this week. Why don't you preview that game for us?
Yeah, and sort of preface everything, we've faced some pretty good teams in the last couple of weeks. I think, to pinpoint that, Tecumseh, put it on Perry Central, it's 30-0 going into the fourth quarter. So, we've had a tough schedule so far, but still no excuses for not taking care of football. This week, South Spencer, like I said, very disciplined team. They're not going to make too many mistakes, whether it be through the air or on the ground, or even defensively. We got to be able to capitalize on when they do. Their quarterback, reminds us a lot of who we have back there, just a little bit bigger than our guy. He likes to, he could run, he could throw. They have pretty solid receiver, and Olmstead, he's 6'2", 170, plays both ways. And, up front, number 59, pretty solid puller on the edge. So we got to stay home, do our responsibilities, take care of the football, and we should come out on top.
I'll tell you what, playing in the PAC, there's never a week off, and but it's going to prepare each of those teams in the PAC for the sectional.
Oh yeah, and when you look at it that way, we have some of those options in our sectional as well. So if we do get the chance to draw somebody we've already faced or in our conference, we have the tools, we have the experience to be able to make a little bit better game, if you will. But again, it's nice to get this competition. It's nice that the PAC is super competitive too.
Well, Coach, good luck this week against South Spencer.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And you've been listening to the Terry Riggs Show on the South Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Bros Communications. We'll see you next week.